Well, hi, hello, greetings, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Once again, I am recording a video of me speaking for an indescript number of minutes. It's kind of just gonna go how it goes. I'm playing a car game, a game that I play a little bit too much. It's for Forza Horizon 4. I play it quite a lot. I get made fun of for my friends for playing it. It's not exactly high art or anything, but I like cars. I'm one of only two people in my little group of friends who really like cars. And I don't know a lot about cars. Can't work on cars. I'm not very smart with cars, but I like them. I like driving a lot. I enjoy driving a lot. Um, and I guess I know the names of lots of cars, and I know the history of lots of cars, I suppose, but I don't know very much about how they work. I know very minimal things. I have a car, I guess technically, but I share it with another person. That other person being my brother, who I mentioned previously. I'm okay with that. I got a little bit too used to just having the car to myself. Despite being younger than my brother, I got my license a few months before him. And when you first get a car, the freedom is very nice, and it can be kind of, I guess, intoxicating. I mean, I already had a little bit of a taste of that freedom as I had a nice bike, and I rode my bike everywhere. But and when I say a taste, I mean a taste. The sheer, just the distance you get. An hour in a car gets you so much further than an hour on a bike. It didn't take me 30 minutes to drive to drive to my work. It took me like 2 minutes or 3 minutes, right? It's pretty close to my house, but like it's just you get so much more freedom. There's a friend's house that I've been going to for years, and I'd previously ridden my bike there frequently, and it'd be like a 30-minute bike ride or so, and now it's like a really short drive, and you can take other people in your car. You can go through drive-throughs in your car. You can do so much, it's kind of intoxicating. I guess is the word I could use there. But you know, once my brother got his license, he's a little bit more of a more dominant person than me, and he would drive. He drives more than me because he'll just take the car without asking, which I guess is okay. I mean, it's his car too, but he'll just kind of take it without asking, and then I won't be able to go places, despite wanting to go places. And it's unfortunate, but I used to drive a lot more, and he's not a bad driver. He's not a super fuel efficient driver, and he drives kind of weird. But he hasn't crashed or anything, so whatever. I can't really complain. Uh, yeah, well, I can't really argue it's his car too, as I said, but he drives it a little bit more than me. Um, and I don't know. It's just weird, going from having the car so often to not having the car nearly as much. I haven't ridden my bike anywhere in a very long time, just because there's no real purpose to. If I don't have the car, why even bother to go somewhere? Um, which is weird. I used to ride my bike everywhere. I used to ride my bike with my friends, but now most of my friends can drive, so we don't really ride our bikes anymore. Um, well, I guess not most of my friends, but some of my friends drive. I guess I'm the only person in my friend group that I hang out with a lot that can drive, and I'm the only one who has a car or access to a car. So I end up carting people around a lot, which is unfortunate. I'm not really supposed to. I don't really have the license to do that. If I was to be pulled over, it would be not great. Um, yeah, I might get my license revoked depending on the cop that pulled me over. But I'm not supposed to be driving people around, and I end up doing it a little bit more than I would like. Because yeah, like, oh, we're hungry. Well, Cooper can drive us to get food or something. Oh, well, let's go to the park. How are we gonna get there? Oh, Cooper can drive us. And I don't really mind driving people, of course. It's just, it always, when you're driving, it puts the responsibility on you. And I don't think a lot of people understand that. Like, you are the one who I crashed, who gets faulted for things. Like, if you're, I don't know, trespassing somewhere, like in a school or something, and you get caught there, if you're just on foot, they're typically just like, okay, well, leave. But if you're in a car, you're the one who's responsible. I get my license revoked for that because I would be the one who would have driven them there. I mean, you're responsible. If you get into a car accident, you're responsible. It's a lot of responsibility. You have the lives of the people in your car in your hands, and I don't think that a lot of people understand that, or not, I guess most people understand that, but most of the people I'm driving around don't understand that. And I try not to drive very much because I don't do it super frequently, but I try not to drive around my friends very much because my mother does not like me to. My father also does not like me to, but yeah, because it's illegal. And I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense that it's illegal. It's illegal because a lot of people my age are very distracted and not very attentive drivers, especially when they have friends in the car, and friends in the car can distract them and make them even more attentive, and that can hike up, their chances of getting to a crash. I don't think I'm a driver like that. I have never even gotten close to crashing. I'm super careful when I drive. I've been driving for a little while now. I've made very few mistakes in my driver, so I'm not saying I'm like a great driver, but I'm a passable driver. I'm well aware of traffic laws and I follow them, more so than a lot of people in the town that I live in. There's not very good drivers in the town I live in. It is plagued with bad drivers. People who just don't understand simple things like right of way or stuff like that. Like if you're in a turn lane in the street, you have the right of way over someone who's not on the main street yet. It's just how it works, but a lot of people just don't get that and they don't follow that, and it can lead to accidents because I typically just wait to see if the other person is going to go. If they don't seem like they're going to go, then maybe they understand the right of way and I go first. I don't get into a lot of situations like that because typically if you're in a turn lane, you get a chance to turn before the other person. But in situations like that, it gets kind of messy. And also there's people who would be in the turn lane in the middle of the street while I'm trying to turn on, and I wait for them to go, and I wait for them to go, and I wait for them to go, and they just don't. And it's like, man, do you not understand that you can go first? I'm waiting for you, and I end up having to brake right away because they just won't go, and I'm there waiting for 5 minutes. They're probably waiting for me too because they don't get it. They don't understand that they can go first. It just gets irritating. People stray really far in their lanes towards me, and that stresses me out. I feel immense. I'm typically a very calm driver, but I feel a lot of stress when passing in between like two cars that are super close to each other. I drive like a small SUV, so it's not like a super tiny car. It's pretty wide, and I'm pretty confident with the width of it, but I don't know. I get a little bit nervous. I've talked about my car for a while. It's probably not terribly interesting, but it is what I've elected to talk about while driving a car in Forza Horizon 4. Forza Horizon 4. It's, as I said, it's not really high art or anything, or maybe I did say that, I don't know. It's not high art, but it's a game. I enjoy it. I get made fun of for liking it, and I don't really care, because I like it. It's simple. It's a way that I can, somewhat emulate the sensation of driving. And also do stupid things, like, power slide and skid around corners and do stupid stuff that obviously I can't do in real life. I abide traffic laws in real life. It's a very cool concept. A lot of racing games are very, I think this is probably the only racing game I can really enjoy, because I don't like races where you're just like stuck to the track. That doesn't seem fun. This is a racing sandbox. It's an interesting concept, and I enjoy it. I don't know why no one did this before the Forza Horizon people did it, because it's a good idea. It's a very good idea, I think. I don't really like cars until recently, and playing Forza has allowed me to like more cars and know more about cars and just enjoy cars more, because cars are something I enjoy a lot. I also really enjoy computers and other, games. whatnot. But cars are a recent interest of mine that I can really, I guess, immerse myself in more with this game. And it doesn't require a lot of brain power to play. This car is disgusting. It doesn't require a lot of brain power to play or anything. It's just kind of, I play with a controller. I also have like a wheel to play it with, but I'm not doing that right now because that'd be too loud and kind of weird. Wow, this car is ugly. Oh my god. This car is disgusting. Yeah, it's fun. It's good. Simple fun. I guess I'll go to the 11-minute mark again. I don't feel like this one was as good as the last one, but I enjoyed this one as well. I don't imagine anyone will be watching this. Doesn't seem very interesting. But if you did, if you got all the way to the 11-minute mark, I'm happy and proud of you for all you've done.